Good evening. This is Dr. Rahul. I'm a consultant neurologist in Hyderabad. So today we'll discussing about the ischemic strokes and basic overview of the ischemic stroke. So ischemic strokes usually happen because of the lack of blood supply to certain portions of the brain. So which happens usually due to lack of oxygen and nutrients to certain areas of the brain. Ischemic strokes happen due to either embolic events or thrombotic events. Embolic events happen anywhere in the body and it gets carried through a bloodstream to certain parts of the brain. And thrombotic strokes usually happen in older people and it happens due to clot formation. That means a blood clot formation within an artery of the brain, which leads to lack of blood supply to portions of the brain. Ischemic strokes usually happen in older people and also in middle-aged people and sometimes in younger patients. Though the pathophysiology for everything remains the same, it all depends on the risk factors what the patient has. For example, the causes of ischemic strokes are valve-related disease, penetrating artery disease, hypercholesterolemia, hypercoagulability states, primary inflammatory conditions, and upon all of this, additional factors like smoking, drug abuse, alcohol, migraine, and postmenopausal hormonal therapies. And when we consider the usually related problems which are related to ischemic strokes, the treatment and investigation procedures are all based on the time of arrival of the symptoms and also on the type of strokes which we are looking into. So what the American Stroke Association recovers is there are like four signs which have been to be looked upon when the patient arrives to the hospital. That's what we call it as FAST, FAST. FAST means facial droopness, which means if there is any deviation of angle of the mouth to one side, whether it is left side or to the right side. A is related to arm weakness, and S is speech problems, and T is time of onset of symptoms to time of arrival to the emergency department. These are very much important and very much needed for any patient when we are looking into treatments for strokes. Because time of arrival is very much important in our country like India, because when you don't arrive on time due to different conditions like traffic, which is being taken into consideration in our country, time of arrival is very much important. So when a patient arrives to an emergency department, fast is what usually looked into. Apart from that, we'll also have to do a basic parameter check, like whatever the risk factors the patient has, and also what history he has been into prior to the onset of symptoms. So when a patient comes to the emergency department, once the serological samples are collected, we usually send the patient for CT scan or an MRI. CT scan is more avoiding in emergency situations because it gives us time to proceed with the ischemic stroke treatment. Because any treatment related to ischemia is a starting of antithrombolytic therapy, that is with IV thrombolysis with tenecteplase or alteplase, because these are all because very important, because we cannot delay in giving these agents to the patient because time is very crucial in ischemic strokes when they arrive within the golden hour period. So when the patient doesn't respond to alteplase or tenecteplase therapy, that is within after the onset of arrival to the hospital, they have to be subjected for mechanical thrombectomy within 6 hours of onset of symptoms. And this mechanical thrombectomy helps in restoring the blood flow to the brain. And this mechanical thrombectomy also can be done by a procedure called stent retriever system, which allows the groin as an access to send the catheter via the groin to the portions of the brain which are clogged with the clot. So these can be like suction devices or also this catheter which prevents, which helps the clot to be retrieved. And apart from this, if the patient arrives to the hospital 48 hours or later after the onset of symptoms, then other treatments like antiplatelet therapy and anticoagulant therapy comes into play. Antiplatelet therapy can be with anti like aspirin or clopidogrel, and along with statin therapy, which helps in preventing future further prevention of ischemia. And later on, when it comes to anticoagulation therapy, treatment with unfractionated heparin or low molecular weight heparin helps in preventing ischemia further. So when these are all just basic overview of an ischemic stroke.